positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Oklahoma's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a collection. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that is the way you set the tone, man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
That's caught. It's man. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Miami! They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Lost to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's got it on the run. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the... And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They're testing the right side here. Couldn't find... The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just a short pass to the tight end. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The Canes are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. On target. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the deep.
There he goes. And he'll home it in and take it to the end. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Punts it out of the air. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Snap in the shotgun. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback. Your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And his slips just... They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds a seam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. I don't mind him taking another shot.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Makes the grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's a reverse. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets the back moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third down.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Canes! Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 30. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they won.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams.
Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.